How do you align with your client's interests? In this next clip, you're going to want to hear from design legend Paula Scher and how she's able to talk to clients and figure out what they want even when they don't know how to communicate it.
A lot of it starts before you begin designing because it has to do with your conversation with them. But mostly, if you ask somebody what they're looking for in a couple of key ways, they're going to be able to tell you. And the one thing that I've done at Pentagram is we have this book of trademarks that has, I don't know, about 500 marks that we've done over the years. And particularly if there are 3 participants who are the clients or more, I give them each a book and I tell them to take a sticky note and mark the ones they love in one color and the ones they hate in the next color. So that way I can tell what their tastes are. Is somebody really a modernist or does somebody like a lot of curlicues? That's an important thing to know. If you have a group of 3 and they come out all the same and they pick the same ones, that's fantastic. If they come out all different, you're in trouble because you're going to have different tastes making decisions around the table. So you have to know what they see. Sometimes you just ask them what they like, and after they get through Nike and Apple, you can get into the real things that you need to find out, like what are their competing businesses, etc. But you do learn a lot from that because that tells you a bit about what kind of form they like. And if they talk about their competitors, find out how much they want to be like them and how much they want to be different from them. And that's very revealing. But these are things that give you cues on how to design something. And if you don't ask those questions, you're really not in a position to be informed about how to approach it. It's one thing to say you have a good idea for a form or interpreting the business, but if you do it and it's very pure and very modernist and you have somebody who doesn't like that, you're going to have a problem with the form. So you have to know that from the get-go, and that way you sort of know how to do it. Pretend, and women will understand this, pretend like you have to shop for somebody else. That's a little bit of what designing from somebody else is. You got to go out and you got to get them a shirt they'd like. And you have to analyze everything they wore and what they always bought and what they never bought. And then you know sort of how to pick it. That's kind of what you're doing when you design. It's a girly answer.
I love that answer, actually. You actually gave me some really great actionable things that we could implement. So super awesome. The idea that you can ask your client about competitors, like if they want to be the same or different, how do you phrase that in a way that allows them to tell you the truth? Because I think every client you ask that, we want to be totally different, but just like everybody else.
Well, first of all, they're human, and you have to assume that's going to happen from the get-go. If everybody goes to a party, they're all wearing black. And you can't make somebody who always wears black put on a pink party dress and go to the party. You can make them wear a red belt on the black dress, but that's about as far as you're going to take them, and you got to let it go. Just make it a terrific red belt and might zip up the whole outfit. But you have to think about things in those terms. If a client tells you that they don't want to be like someone, but they're competing with them, it means they want to be like them a little bit, not just in the bad ways, in the good ways. And you have to find out what that means. Sometimes that doesn't have anything to do with their graphic design. Sometimes it has to do with the way the company's organized or the kind of media they get or something they envy about the other person. And I think a little perception in the conversation will help you do it. It's not that different from talking to a friend and trying to find out what they want or what's bothering them if they sat down and talked to you. These people are coming because they need something, and you have to figure out what it is they need. And the way to know if you're on the right track is to play back some description of something that might be along the lines of what you might do for them to see if you get a positive read on their face as they're nodding. Is this something, or do they not know what you're talking about? And you can use examples. Should it be like such and such? Or what do you think of this? And those answers are very key when they start to tell you that they like something or don't like something. You should listen very carefully when they do.